I'm putting my camper in the truck and I am going to spend 3 days in the Pennsylvania wilderness on a river, may or may not be frozen, to hunt deer with a flintlock, which is a musket essentially. My brother's gonna join me for 2 of those days. I'm pretty excited. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. I can't find any of my power tool attachments to get the camper in the truck, so we're doing it old school. Kind of like Outdoor Boys. You know how Outdoor Boys was a lawyer before? Imagine if he like handed out stickers at Walmart and then started making YouTube videos. That's kind of like what we're doing, okay? It's like white trash Outdoor Boys. We're starting with my 1980 whatever Starcraft camper. I think it even has insulation. Pretty pumped about it. And since the truck is a 2014 and the camper is 1886, like my rifle, doesn't fit really. So I have to stack a bunch of boards in the bed so that the top doesn't touch the top of the cab. The jacks on these things are kind of doomed from the beginning. Doesn't really make any sense to have 4, but 3 can't hold it up. So I gotta check all the boats before I go, but check this out. That tide is low, and there is ice. Everything's frozen, pretty bad. All right. We're about ready to go. We got everything packed up. Boats are checked on. Desperado is not on its side. Southern Girl is sitting on the bottom because the tide's so low. Weebo is unfortunately still here. We're all good to go. Look at that ice. There is no water and the whole creek is frozen. It's late January, so we're going to do some very late season deer hunting. We're gonna stop at Walmart or something on our way out, grab a few last minute supplies, grab some breakfast, and hit the road. I hope deer like banjos because that's all I can hear when this camper comes rolling through town. Got some competition. Love Chick-fil-A. All right, let's make this quick. All right, well, I think we're ready to go. I did just realize that I spent entirely too much time in there. Most of the time I spent standing in line. Never makes sense to me why Walmart has 1,000 registers and 1 open, and a lot of people in line all the time. Spent about 25 minutes standing in line, then realized that I forgot to get water, which was like the #1 reason I went in there, in jugs and stuff like that. I'm definitely not going back in. I'll have to get it at the gas station or something. I'm not going back in there. That took for way too long. But we're hitting the road, headed north. Hear that? That is a lot of wind noise. Between the camper and the tow mirrors and that little wind thing, and the fact that it's blowing 30, it's a little loud. My intention was to be up there and set up already by like noon, leave at like, 4 a.m. and get up there. But I had food poisoning all day yesterday or something, and I was unwell to say the least. Did not give me a lot of time to get everything ready. I did manage to get the camper in the truck, but that was less than fun. Had to take my time a little bit this morning. Just means we may be setting up in the dark tonight. A book about the market gunning for deer. My friends Steve Vernella and Clay Newcomb. Good book. Check it out. It's about the market hunting era of white-tailed deer skin. Hunting with the same rifles I'm going to hunt mine with in the same areas. I'll tell you what, I have seen more deer on the side of the road today than I've seen in a very long time, partially because of the snow, but I'm driving up through Frederick, Maryland right now, and I've probably seen a dozen deer right on the side of the road eating, so could be a good sign. I'm pretty sure that's part of my camper that's hanging off the front now. Huh, interesting. I'll tell you what, those banjos are getting louder. I don't know if you can hear that, but the blower motor in my truck is now making noise too. Between the wind noise of my camper and truck and the blower motor now making noise, I'm going crazy. It's making me go insane, I think. Well, we're here. Man, we're right on the river. Ain't any bad setup there. Deer tracks, that's a good sign. A lot of deer tracks. A little setup over here. Personally, I've never camped here before. That looks like a grave. Well, not too bad. Set up. I did cheat a little bit. I did bring a generator, but it's because I could. I'm in the middle of nowhere for the most part. Yeah, I brought a generator, kill a guy, right? Pretty well set up in here. Got the place warming up. Got my carbon monoxide alarm set up. I got from Walmart. Yeah, I'm kind of tired from driving. I don't know how doing all that makes you so tired. I'm pretty tired. I'm probably gonna cook some dinner. I think my brother's gonna stop by tonight. And tomorrow he's gonna join me about midday when he's done work. And we'll get to hunting, so should be good. Excited to be here. There's actually 0 service whatsoever, which actually might be kind of nice for a change. So got the generator running right now to charge up my house battery, and so I can run some lights. And got the old truck bed camper stove that works usually. Heat. Got all our stuff, food, weapons, full luxury bathroom. We're living in redneck luxury here. Maybe make a fire or something. There's something cool. There's a buck scrape right there, right next to my camper. It's an old one, but still a buck scrape. Pretty decent spot. There's some already cut wood, but I don't know if this like belongs to somebody. It looks like it's pretty old. Oh, geez, it's all frozen in place. Pretty bad. I know that in this campsite there used to be like a squatter, somebody that lived here without any permission, didn't pay, and they were trying to get rid of him for a long time, and I think they finally did. So I don't know if this is stuff left over from him or if this is someone else's. I don't know. I make the wood pile on the other side so it doesn't accidentally burn my camper down, I guess. That blade's on backwards. I know. I'm not some boondocker. I should be rubbing two sticks together to make fire. I get it. I know. But you know what? It is what it is. Nice. See, this is a good old-fashioned modern American camping. See, this is the kind of camping that your granddad would take you to do if he was going to take you camping. It's a little bit of tech. Not too fancy, but roughing it more in a hotel room. You know what I mean? Still out here doing stuff, and you know what, it's fun. It's what I like to do. Finally found some half decent firewood, I think. Problem is everything is so wet, but carrying it over and I'm able to actually split it with my little hatchet to start. It's so cold. It's like 15 degrees or something right now, I think. This will warm you up. I don't know if any of this has any hope of burning at all. Ooh, it is starting to burn some of the oak. I think it's oak. You have to have one hot fire to get that to go. I had the coldest fire known to man. Literally the coldest fire I've ever seen. You stand around and get colder. It's amazing. Oh, my brother's here. What's up? I think that's that road that goes up to that building. I think that's that building.
What's that pin?
I think that pin is supposed to be this. I can use this dead deer as a chalk. Check out the digs, dude. Close the door so that we don't fill with smoke and asphyxiate ourselves. Dude, pretty sick, right? I just turned the heat off. I was using that. I have heat in here. I just gotta play with it. I was just using the propane heat for now. That turns into a bed.
Dude, this is awesome.
Dude, it's kind of sick.
This is like what we've been talking about.
Dude, I know. I'm excited. I mean, we're here. We're doing it.
I wish I got tomorrow off.
Yeah, oh well. Better than nothing. Or at least doing it. Dry out our wood for tomorrow. We've either made an abomination or a masterpiece, I'm not sure. It looks good though. We could be smoking meat in this thing right now, dude. I'm gonna try to melt the snow. I'm in for the night. Gonna finish up my soup. It is nice finally having something hot. Raw dog and tomato soup out here. But gotta do what you gotta do, you know what I mean? No goldfish or anything. I got a bunch of really good stuff to eat, but my stomach's been sensitive since I was ill yesterday. You know, just thought drinking an entire can of the most acidic thing I could think of would really be good, but ooh, it's warmer than my fire. All right, see you in the morning. Well, it's morning time. Did not sleep well at all. Definitely a learning curve to keeping the camper warm when it's this cold. I should have spent a little more time messing with the furnace. I couldn't because I had to charge my house battery on the generator. So I left the generator running last night, charge up all my batteries, charge the house battery and everything. And I was also using the electric heat. So it ran out of gas around 1:30. Turned on the buddy heater, but I forgot to change the tank out, so it only had a little bit of heat, a little bit of fuel left in it. So that ran out pretty quickly, and I woke up and it was freezing. I mean, freezing in here. So got up, swapped that out, and I've been using that ever since. But since my house battery's outside still, I have no lights, and the generator's dead. I have no lights or anything, so I gotta go out, get the house battery, hook that up, then I'll have some lights, and then we can get some stuff started. I knew one of these was way older. Best if used by 2022. It's not a good sign when your boots are frozen to the carpet after being inside all night. Door's frozen too. I'm gonna give you guys a little crash course of what we're doing here. I'm hunting Pennsylvania's flintlock season. So we are hunting traditional flintlock rifles. These are rifled barrel, but the ignition system is a piece of flint. And so it's a muzzle loader, so you basically build a bullet in the barrel. So we'll put powder and a ball and patch and everything, round ball and patch down the barrel. And then this thing's called your frizzen and your panned. And the way this works is you put fine powder in here, it goes into your touch hole, you pull your flint back, okay, you close your frizzen, and then when you pull the trigger, the flint
strikes forward, creates a spark on the steel, ignites the powder, then ignites the powder in the barrel. So part of the reason flintlock season is so kind of obscure is because you really don't know if your gun's gonna go off. I have spent a lot of time at the range here recently with mine, trying to get it dialed in, but it's still always a little bit of a question as to if it's actually gonna ignite. I'm not a flintlock expert, but I've been trying to do what I can to make it right. So we're gonna test it out to see if our flint is gonna spark. Take this thing, put some powder in the pan, pull our flint back. It did spark, but it did not ignite the powder in the pan, which is not good. Have you ever heard the expression a flash in the pan referring to something that was short-lived? They're referring to flintlocks, because a lot of times you'll strike it and the powder in the pan will go off and the powder in the barrel will not go off. All right, perfect. So that's exactly what's supposed to happen. And when the barrel is loaded, that will ignite the powder in the barrel in theory. It really truly is a cannon. It sounds like a cannon. It's a kapow. Doesn't sound like a regular rifle going off. It's not like a boom. It's a kapow. Find a lower spot for you. Check it out though. It's beautiful. I'm gonna measure out our powder. Shooting 110 grains, 3F powder. I don't have a powder horn. I wish I did. I do have some preloaded shot tubes, but I want to show you guys exactly what all it takes to shoot one. So we got our powder loaded in our measuring thing. Okay, it's gonna go down the barrel. We have our patch. All right, 54 caliber round lead ball. It's old school. We put our patch here. Got our ball starter. Okay. Take our ramrod. Make sure we have it seated all the way in the very back of the breech. Late January, not super ideal times to be deer hunting. I have a couple missions here. I'm going to check out this creek, and I might go across the creek if I can and check out this valley. And I got to try to find access to the rest of this property. This is about 50 acres of property. We have about another 800 over there that I'm allowed to hunt. So I know there's access somewhere, but I got to find it. Wow, it's so cold that all that scent-free stuff just froze. Now I'm just covered in ice. That was dumb. Since we have snow, a lot of what I'm going to be doing is called still hunting, where you're walking very slowly with the wind in your face and using your binoculars to glass the area, hopefully see deer before they see you. Also, we're going to be doing some tracking in the snow. The advantage is obviously we can see where the deer have been, see if we can't circle around on a couple buck tracks. So right down here, I like this because I can see the property lines. Definitely like to be courteous of people's property lines, obviously, so it's very helpful. Classic Luke. I been trying to be quiet all morning and then my car alarm just went off. Holy cow, it's freezing. It's 10 degrees right now. Not looking like a lot of very safe places to cross. Oof, I don't know. All right, I did find the trail that I need to find. God, the cut logs were on the right trail. These deer are definitely looking for food. They're digging around trying to get these acorns, or acorns, depending on where you're from. Something to keep in mind. Back in for midday. My brother's gonna meet up with me. He should be here soon, and he'll be staying with me the next 2 nights, and we're gonna be hunting today and all day tomorrow. It's up to 17 degrees now. It's very cold. I think I walked 6.5 miles so far. The biggest problem I'm having right now is, number one, it's so cold that my mouth won't move very fast, so I can't talk as fast as my brain will go. The second problem is that this snow is so crunchy, and there's leaves underneath the snow, and it's just enough snow that it doesn't mask the leaves either, and the snow is just old enough that it's just got a little bit of a when you step on it. So you do that, then you hit the leaves, and consistently I cannot get any closer than 100 yards to these deer, which I had a couple deer I could have taken shots at, but I really wanted to spend the day trying to buck hunt, and tomorrow I'll try to get a doe. I saw 2 bucks. One buck was really nice. The first deer I saw today was a really nice big 8-point. The second buck was plenty big enough for me. So we're gonna regroup here. I'm gonna get some coffee in me. My brother's pulling up now.
We're gonna come up with a plan to hunt the evening. And every deer I've seen has been doing the same thing. They're all sitting on these benches, these like elevation tables. So I've been walking the tops and creeping down, glassing, creeping up, walking, and the deer seem to be pretty much together.
I saw a load of deer. Really? I was coming, the first one I seen was a little buck. He ran up the hill. And then I seen 3 doe that ran down the hill right when you were parallel with me. I was surprised you didn't see them. I don't know if they went down or they just ran down. Walked up the hill, and at the top of the hill there's a buck and a doe standing there. Definitely saw a lot of deer. I saw a lot of deer. What is it?
They must have been laying down here when you walked up.
No, they're tearing it up trying to get food. I was looking at them, there's like acorns in there. Like they're all crunched up. They're tearing up the snow trying to get at the acorns. There's cameras everywhere. When you get in a damn deer stand, you can see 2 more deer stands. They got every inch of this place covered up. Well, had a classic flintlock story and what seemed like a once-in-a-lifetime thing. It's not, but I was just putting a stalk on these bucks that I was watching that were really far away. We were on this hillside and the wind was just swirling and they winded me. But I got down to this bench and I was waiting on this bench and these big buck ran right up towards me. I mean, 30, 40 yards from me and stopped. I mean, I threw my cow's heel off, clicked my gun, took the safety off, set the set trigger, had my gun up, and he stopped right behind a tree. 30 or 40 yards from me. Stuck his head out the side. I just saw this big rack. I thought that he would maybe turn to go up the hill and stop, and he just bolted up the hill and 4 does went up behind him, but can't believe it. Been waiting all day, all my life for something like that, seems like. But can't do anything when he's behind a tree. And then I was walking, seeing these 2 does bedded down. I saw 1 doe with its back towards me, about 30 yards. Got my stuff ready, I was creeping up on it. Another doe that I didn't see was laying down next to me, saw me. The 1 doe stood up 30 yards, pulled the trigger, and my gun hang fired so bad. It went swoop, boom! Missed. It blew up so bad, I literally closed my eye, put my head down. I mean, it was the worst flinch I've ever flinched in my whole life. But I guess maybe the powder was damp and I had too much powder in there, I don't know. But you just shot the ground probably 10 yards in front of them. That's a classic flintlock story, but we've seen so many deer, we've just not been able to get close to them. Whew, it's cold. Whew. Hurt my knee too. It's like we always see deer when we're driving in the side-by-side. Or we're walking, they're like, oh my, there's a bunch of deer right there. Yep, how it always goes. Just got back to camp, saw a ton of deer today. No shots on anything, unfortunately, but walked 8.85 miles, probably around 7 degrees right now. It's all mountains too. So we're gonna get warmed up here, get a fire going, get food cooking, figure it out from there. I'm not kidding. This seriously cold weather stuff is no joke. A different game when it's down below 10. It's just painful. It's not even like cold anymore. It's like a different level of just like pain. Everything is hard to do. Can't use your fingers, can't talk. Everything hurts. It is brutal. All the respect in the world for the guys that actually go do this in real life without the camper. I mean, it freezes 10 degrees in the camper right now, but brutal. Jeez, it really is frozen everywhere else. Wondering if this little area here, once we get some coals, we can brush the coals and cook right here. Yeah. This little area, I was thinking, once we get some coals, maybe we're gonna scrape them into here and put the pan on that. That stuff's green. We need some like twigs.
I've got the shavings here.
Okay. Quick rundown and primitive fire starting with our flint and our matches right here. To start your fire, just take your flint and strike it on your steel. Try not to light yourself on fire. Look at that first strike. Every time. That didn't even go. Nice. Sweet. Oh. Ooh, baby. Ooh, shoot. Nice. I just want something hot. Something warm. Ooh, baby. Alright, we're gonna cook up something good for dinner here. One of the things I'm gonna attempt to cook is a baked potato. I'm gonna try to cook them on the fire. Some butter, tin foil, all this kind of good stuff. Some tin foil of very questionable origin. Not sure how long that's been in here, but looks like it's been a while. Check that spud out. Seeing if something spilled on that tin foil. All right, I'm gonna try just throwing these in the fire on the coals. See where that gets us. And go with a little steak, Delmonico, my favorite cut. I'm not even sure if I can stomach eating right now, even though I should. I definitely am sick, I think. Good with that. My brother can at least eat good. Luke's Blend crab seasoning. So I've been trying to tell people, well, it's really good on crabs, but it's good on everything. And this stuff with the coarse rock salt, okay? That's gonna have the lighter blue container. It's called Luke's Blend Korean barbecue crab seasoning. That's really good on steak, all right? There's two kinds. We got the lighter container that's crab seasoning with rock salt, and this is the same stuff. It's got a little darker label in the little bottles. We call this seafood seasoning, but it's really good on everything too. It's the same stuff, this just has more salt, okay? But when we're doing steak, we want salt. Look at that, how coarse that is. It's so good. This kind of stuff, I think by the time you see this video, will be available in all Harris Teeters on the East Coast, a lot of Giants and Safeways as well. You can also get it online. We'll put the link down below, but go to Harris Teeter and buy it. Go to the grocery store and buy it, because if we don't sell it out, they're not gonna buy it again. And it's really, really good, I'm telling you. It's just tricky to sell crab seasoning when there's no crabs right now, but we don't even need crabs. I'm telling you, it's good on everything. Got a crab cake too. I'm gonna put together a crab cake for my brother. We're definitely putting some of the seasoning on the crab cake. You can get these too, my mom's recipe. Frozen, sold anywhere, or shipped anywhere. They're made out of real, genuine Maryland crab meat. They're really good stuff. Oh my gosh, I think it's hot enough. It's on fire, holy crap. Never seen it catch on fire before. Steak in there, crab cake action. Hit it with the Luke seasoning. We have better packaging now. This is OG stuff. Look at that. Looks good. Steak seared. Oh, and it's on fire. Let's see how these potatoes look. I think you were definitely right about the potatoes. That was way too long. There's potato left. Hey. There's some potato left. Holy crap, that's like an egg, dude. It smells pretty good. Yeah, may have left them in there a little too long. By a lot. Oh yeah. It looks like Chernobyl. Oh my god. Oh yeah, we're eating plenty of ash. We have potatoes and steak. Oh my god, I feel so bad for my brother. He's got to eat this. Potatoes actually good. That's really good, minus the mild amount of ash. I think that just adds to it. I hope that's done. If that's not done, we're in trouble. Oh yeah. Pull this over yonder for right now.
I'm like really excited to eat this.
I bet. I don't know how good it's going to be. It looks edible. Pretty good.
It's delicious.
Try the steak I killed. Steak's good. Not pretty, but it eats. Look at that. Any good?
It's delicious, dude.
We also walked about 10 miles today, so pretty much anything hot at this point is going to be delicious.
It's too cold for the furnace to work because it's not getting enough propane. Everything is just too cold. Nothing works when it's 5 degrees outside. Nice and cozy. My brother's gonna be sleeping down there. Full kitchen, dude. Fridge, bathroom. Truck camper's where it's at. Can you believe all this fits in the bed of your pickup truck? Look at this. Vintage luxury wood grain. I bet this thing cost $3,200 when it was brand new. I have no idea. I think it's a 1986 Starcraft Fleet Star 85-2. I'm pretty sure is what it's called. So if anybody knows what one of those costs new, drop a comment. I'm very curious. I'm guessing $3,200, which was probably like big money back then. It's nice though, it's cozy. And it's 5 degrees outside and it's a lot warmer in here. So just trying to figure out heat so we don't die. Like my furnace, literally, it's too cold for my furnace to even work. I didn't realize propane had so many problems when it got that cold. Like propane does not like the cold, I'm learning here. It'll work, but it needs some help sometimes. All right, one of the problems I've been having is that my buddy heater, so I don't have to run the generator, I run the buddy heater in the camper. But I'm running out of little green bottles of propane, and I don't really want to kill us by putting this in the camper. So I'm gonna put this in the backseat of my truck on a floor mat, and then take the screen out and run the hose through there, buddy heater, boom, and then we can blow the truck up instead. Look at that. Leak solution to a very leak problem. This is gonna be freaking sweet. Sick. Maybe I'll even like crack the little Windarachi over here just in case, you know what I mean? Give her a little ventilation. Come on. Yes, we have heat. Look at that. Mint. Nobody's dying tonight, not unless it's a surprise. Check it out, we got the crackling of the fireplace that will not kill us, I don't think at least. And over here we have the peaceful sound of a natural river. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that, dude.
Can't beat it.
Can't beat that. A couple bush lattes might beat that. You know what I mean? All right, we'll see you tomorrow. All right, it's morning. I'm really super sore from walking around yesterday, and it's very cold outside, but we're gonna get going. The key to today's particular success is going to be the thing that I have in my hand right now. My genuine Arkansas coonhound treed and shot raccoon hat from when I went raccoon hunting with my buddies Clay Newcomb and Brent Reeves. It's pretty warm at least. What do you think? Davy Crockett, dude? Oh yeah, she's mint and pretty warm. Somehow it's a complete disaster in here. I know why, it's my brother and I. Of course it's a disaster in here. See what it looks like outside. I think it's been snowing all night. Oh, it's still snowing. I'll tell you what, you can't find a much more pretty place to camp though. It's freezing. That's been the theme of this week, so I'm gonna quit talking about it. It's crazy how much the serious cold changes things. Like, I just did not expect it, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, oh yeah, it's gonna be cold. It's like cold, painful. Our guns, we gotta put these things over the locks so they don't get wet, called a cow's heel. Problem is, if your flintlock lock gets wet, it won't go off. Bro, my brother's gun here literally weighs probably 3 pounds less than mine. Mine weighs so stinking much, but I have twice the range. You about ready?
Yeah.
How was the bed last night?
It was warm. Sleeping bag was cozy. Bed was nice. Got the river right there.
Dude, not bad. We got the fireplace, bro. Fireplace was nice, and we didn't even get blown up or get killed, which was a total bonus. That was up in the air. We weren't sure about that one, so glad we rolled the dice in all the right spots. Took a nice, peaceful morning pee by the river. Even started a tic-tac-toe game with my brother in the snow. It's gonna be a good day. We're gonna come home with something. We can't leave empty-handed. Got hope for today. Well, that's the most Pennsylvania place you could ever eat, King's or Eaton Park. It's a sad scene in there, although we are frequent customers. I got hope for today. I think it's gonna be good. We got some fresh powder, so hopefully that's gonna help us close the gap in terms of stalking, and we got the Kubota, so we can cover a lot more ground. We have about 800 acres here that we can cover, so.
Fresh powder in the ground and in our flash pad.
That's right. We just gotta keep them dry. Yeah. So what's the plan? Are we just gonna send it today? If it's brown, it's down. Logan has a buck and a doe tag, and I have a buck tag, but in Pennsylvania, you can use your buck tag as a doe tag in flintlock if you have not cashed it in on a buck. So really want to shoot a buck with my flintlock badly. That means just so sick. I don't even care how big a buck, I just think it'd be cool to shoot a buck. But I think today, I'm probably not gonna pass up a good shot on a doe. I don't want to go home empty-handed again. Classic Luke hunting video. It turns out to be like a decent camping video and a pretty crappy hunting video because I don't get anything, so. We got 3 tags to fill today. I'm telling you, flintlock hunting, especially in big woods like this, is just right place, right time. So hopefully we can close the distance is really what we got to do, and then make it happen. I think that you have better chances archery hunting in a lot of ways, but at least archery, you know that air is going to fly when you get there. But flintlocks, it's like you just don't always know. All right, let's get it. We were using the Kubota today. It's a little funny that we're going out in the woods to hunt with rifles from freaking 1776, and yet we're using like all the modern technology we have. We got all-X, we got freaking side by side, we got like modern hunting gear. We do have a raccoon hat though. Hope nobody steals my generator, that would really be a bummer. All right, ready to go. What you got going on there?
I don't even know what that is. Something in my sock.
Let them dogs breathe, dude.
You're a little warm.
Yeah, I bet.
Pull them off.
So cold. The wild man, mountain man himself, Logan McFadden. I've practiced and practiced and practiced hang fires and holding steady and not flinching and everything. Logan. No, classic flintlock story. I seen the doe bedded with its back towards me and another fawn with it. And so the fawn saw me. And so I was probably 40 yards from him. The doe stood up, good broadside shot. I put it on her, click, boom! Dude, it hang fired so bad. It literally, I just dropped, I knew I did it. It hang fired for so long, I thought that the powder just didn't go off. Like I dropped the gun, like literally like this, like an idiot. Probably too much powder in there. What was the powder in the pan that it was so big and went for so long? Like I literally felt a piece of like powder hit my eyelash. So I closed my eye, dropped the gun like an idiot. Dude, it's like we're in the Revenant. I feel like we're gonna have to like fist fight a grizzly bear or something. That'd be kind of sick, honestly. Be a heck of a video. Fist fighting a grizzly bear. All right, last sit of the evening. We got about 2 hours left of hunting. We're gonna go do a couple more drives and then probably just find a spot to sit for last bit of light. But just missed another doe. Same thing, just for some reason I'm like, when I pull the trigger, I'm just dropping my left arm. I don't know why. It doesn't make any sense, but except for the fact that there's an actual cannon going off right in front of your face. Can't believe it. Missed about a 60-yard shot. At least it's pretty. I ain't no deer hunter. Ain't no Clay Hayes, that's for sure. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. Oh, look at this. Nice Pennsylvania doe with a flintlock. Yeah, baby. Thank you, dear. I appreciate you. That's so awesome. Yeah. Oh, that was so hard earned. I've never worked so hard for a deer in my life. Not even close. That's awesome. I am thankful for the animal and that we'll be eating good. My family and I can't believe it actually happened. Holy cow, everybody told me I was crazy. I was starting to believe them. I do not take these animals for granted, I really don't. The environment they live in, I've been living in it for the last couple days and it's crazy. I have so much respect for these animals. That's so cool to be able to get something with the flintlock. Yes. I'm gonna go walk to Logan, and then we're gonna come back and field dress this deer, get loaded up, go have ourselves a nice dinner. Probably walked almost 20 miles the last 2 days through the mountains in the snow, camping in 5-degree weather. I tell you what, when you gotta earn it like that, you do not take it for granted. I really don't. I was just sitting in this blind trying to stay warm for the last hour, and like 10 deer came walking up, and I mean, they did it perfect. Right, 40-yard shot. That makes me so happy. Oh my gosh, I thought I was gonna have another video where I just piddled around the woods and froze my butt off and did for nothing. You've never seen a grown man get so excited over a doe. All I wanted more than for me to get one was for my brother to get one, but there's still some time. Thankful for my dad getting me into this. I miss him. I wish he was here with me. He's not dead or anything. He just hurt his back, so he couldn't go, but he got me into flintlock hunting. He's always been into traditional style hunting. He got me introduced. This is my second deer with a flintlock. The other one I got when I was a little kid. I didn't even know. I just thought that's how all muzzle loaders were. Nice doe with the flintlock. Bro, I just heard my brother shoot. Dude, oh my gosh, if we doubled up right now. I hope we didn't miss. My brother just called me, he said, big buck down with the flintlock. Yeah, let's go. Classic Logan, he's always got to one-up me, my little brother. I shoot a deer, he shoots a bigger one every time. I don't even care, I'm so happy for him. Bro, let's go. The last night, oh, I can't wait to see it. My knees are rocking. I've never had knee pain like this in my life. Killing me. Dude, no. Oh my gosh. Are you freaking kidding me? With the flintlock, bro?
This is my first flintlock deer.
Oh my gosh.
10 point.
Dude, I can't believe that.
I can't.
Oh my gosh, dude, look at that thing. That is a beautiful, beautiful Pennsylvania 10 point right there, dude.
This is a blessing.
Seriously, man, seriously, that is a hard-earned deer, dude. We work so hard for these things, bro. I want to thank not only God, but Jesus.
All right, that's how we do it. That's how Logan does it. My knees, literally. I've never felt any pain like this in my life. Sled's nice, though. Hey, buddy. Well, when you get deer, you gotta eat deer heart for dinner. So we're gonna cook us some deer heart. Look at that. That's the doe that I got, and that's Logan's buck. Look at the size difference. That's insane. Also put a 54 caliber lead hatchet ball through mine, but that's nuts how much bigger that one is. All right, we got the pan on the fire. Got potatoes in there. I'm gonna try not to absolutely kill the potatoes this time. Although I did forget to set an alarm, so we may have to check those soon. We got deer heart. We're gonna fry some bacon. Then fry the deer heart and the bacon, and then eat some of the brats too. I'm gonna cook it up with some my crab seasoning here. But for dinner, we're having whiskey and deer heart. Primal food.
Hey.
Liver King approved, bro.
Minus the steroids.
Yeah. That's right. You good?
Good.
Meat fried in a bacon grease, so it's probably like not too bad.
Very good.
Is it chewy?
A little bit.
Yeah, it does tend to be chewy sometimes.
Check out that potato, boy.
Perfect.
Ooh.
Well, we did what we came here to do. It was an awesome day.
Exactly.
I mean, this was like literally like all I've ever dreamed of doing. Just camping in my camper down by the river, flintlock hunting deer, like at deer camp and cooking on the fire and all that kind of stuff. So
Getting deer.
yeah, and we got deer, which is amazing. Like, it's crazy. I can't believe it. Could not have gone better. It's super late and we're super tired.
I just can't believe how that happened. Like, that's the kind of stuff that's a story somebody tells you at the bar. And you're like, yeah, right.
Yeah, so you shot at a buck, but your gun didn't go off. You shot at him again, still didn't go off. And then you just happened to put fresh powder in, look to the left, and there was an even bigger buck standing there.
And then your gun did go off after not going off for 2 times in a row.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a big deer, dude. I'll kill that deer any day.
I'd kill that with anything.
Dude, I hit that deer with my truck, bro.
I know somebody that killed a buck. He was my 10th grade history teacher. He killed a buck with a flintlock. He got it tattooed on him.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You know what that means, dude. We're gonna make a pit stop on the way home.
All right, it's the morning, getting everything packed up. We're gonna have to go shoot our guns off so we don't have them loaded, which would be kind of cool. You guys get to see us shoot them if they go off. The only other way to empty the gun is to extract the lead ball, and I'm not gonna do that. So we'll see if it goes off. Typical. That's cool. It's cool every time. It's literally a cannon from the turn of the century. Camp is cleaned up. Literally like dream come true. It was so sick. And it worked out like 1,000 times better than we thought it was going to. You can't find a better place to camp. More ideal spot. I mean, it's just beautiful. In the mountains of Pennsylvania. Thanks for watching.